Hold on, dear. Lie down, Sylvia. She's supposed to lie down. Lie down, Sylvia.
Greg.
Sit, Kate.
What?
I said sit, Kate.
Greg. I am not Sylvia.
Oh, sorry. I got confused.
Now, Greg, I have some very exciting news for the both of us.
Shoot.
I got a grant
You got a grant?
to study in England.
Hey!
It's for a special foundation set up for women who continue their careers after their childbearing years.
Congratulations, darling. That's fantastic. It's all really coming together, huh? All those night courses when the kids were growing up, all the summer school. It's all really coming together, huh?
Oh, my gut. My aching gut.
So I thought I'd use it to see how the English teach their mother tongue.
That's a great idea.
And they supply a spousal supplement.
Spousal supplement.
You could come too, dear.
Fantastic.
And it couldn't happen at a better time, Greg. What's your job in limbo and everything?
Sweet Jesus. What women go through in this world.
So I thought we could get a flat in London and maybe we could have the kids over for the summer.
Fantastic. You hear that, Sylvia? Oh, to be in England, walks along the moors, the wuthering heights, the hounds of Baskerville.
Don't talk to me. I'm dying here.
Just close your eyes and think of England, Sylvia. You know, the English are great people. They love dogs.
They do, darling. They definitely do. They love them so much that they're very protective of their own.
What's that supposed to mean?
They have a quarantine, sweetheart. A 6-month quarantine before you can bring your dog into the country.
That's ridiculous.
They do. I checked, darling. I even called to consult. Even Elizabeth Taylor's dog.
So you're saying we can't bring Sylvia?
I'm afraid we can't, sweetheart.
Those snooty, limey bastards!
I thought we had an agreement about that word, Greg.
So what? Sylvia's not good enough for them, huh?
You just have to find her a good home. Let sleeping dogs lie, Greg.
You applied for this grant, didn't you?
Of course I applied.
No, recently, since Sylvia.
As a matter of fact, yes.
And you specifically chose England.
English is my field,
And
sweetheart.
you know we couldn't bring Sylvia.
I knew we needed to get away, Greg.
You were trying to separate me from my dog.
That's a part of it, yes.
That's a major part of it.
I hate what she does to us, Greg. I hate what she does to you, and I hate what she does to me. I think... What is that awful smell?
I think it was Sylvia. The vet said she let out a little gas.
Dang it, Sylvia!
I just had a major operation, Kate.
Let's talk about England.
I don't want to go.
Greg.
Not without Sylvia.
If you love me, you'd come to England.
I'll come visit.
I followed you around for 20 years. You could dang well follow
I
me.
said I'll come visit.
I plan to be there for 6 months.
That long?
That long.
I'll last.
Maybe I won't, Greg.
Are you serious?
You could find her a good home if you wanted to.
But this is her home. This is my home.
Even without me in it?
I can't give her up, Kate. I have this genetic thing. It's a gene.
Oh, yes, Greg. Well, I have a gene, too. I have a gene that tells me that I made a major commitment to my mate. I have a gene that reminds me that I am responsible for the educating of my offspring. I have a gene that tells me to do something constructive about the welfare of the world at large.
Maybe we should sleep on this one.
Maybe we should. I'm going to bed.
Later.
This is serious, isn't it?
I think it is.
Well, Sylvia, thanks a lot. You've managed to tear a huge hole in a 22-year-old marriage.
Because a vision softly creeping left its seeds while I was sleeping, and the vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sound of silence. In restless dreams I walked alone narrow streets of cobblestone, neath the halo of a street lamp. I turned my collar to the cold and damp, when my eyes were stabbed by the flash of a neon light that split the night and touched the sound of silence.
Oh, those grandma.
Would anybody want to help me with my tent? Oh, Uncle Ivan. Cousin Avery. Oh, Gary. Gary, would you be a dear and help me set up my tent?
Sure, Grandma. This is Gary, your regular slacker in the family. His everyday life consists of living at home with his parents at age 30 in the basement covered in cheese whiz.
Well, Gary, I thought by now he would have enough common sense to put up a tent. Can anybody else help me with my tent?
I can, Grandma.
Oh, thank goodness for your sister, Mary.
This is Mary, perfect older sister, successful lawyer, always upstages Gary. But what's this? Mary only has a teeny tiny backpack, no tent. Could this be the moment Mary fails? Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah.
What's that?
This is Good Intentions, the backpack that turns into a tent. It's so simple, even Gary could do it. Pull the string on your good intentions for all your camping needs.
Don't be a Gary, be a Mary.
Come
Good
on.
intentions.
You're out and about and you're off your route. Plop right down, it's Good Intentions.
If I couldn't be everything that Colin wanted, I'm grateful he found someone like you.
Keep your goddamn gratitude to yourself. I didn't go through any of this for you, so your thanks are out of line. And he didn't find someone like me, it was me.
I didn't mean...
And I wish you remember one thing more. He died in my arms, not yours. Look, I know you were trying to say something supportive, but there's nothing that you can do that can help me through this. You are my husband's ex-wife. If you'd like, the mother of my stepson. You don't flatter yourself into thinking you're any more than that. And whatever you are, you're certainly not my friend.
Why don't we just sign these papers and I'll be out of your way.
So when you say I'll be out of your way, I mean not just signing papers, I'm signing away my home.
I'll leave the papers here. Please have them notarized and returned to my lawyer.
Don't forget my painting.
What do you want from me, Arthur?
I want you the hell out of my apartment. I want you out of my life, and I want you to leave Colin alone.
The man is dead. I don't know how much more alone I can leave him.
Lots more, Marion. You've got to let him go.
I don't know what I did or what you think I did for you to treat me like this, but I'm not going to let you take your anger out on me. I'm not going to stand here and be badgered and insulted by you. You are not the only one who lost someone here.
Yes, I am! You didn't just lose him. You lost him 5 years ago when he divorced you. This is not your moment of grief and loss, it's mine. These are not your condolences, they're mine. And this is not your stuff to give away, it's mine. Bought and paid for outright. I fought for it, I bled for it. I was the one who cooked his meals, I carried and bathed him. I changed his diaper and I kept him alive for 2 years longer than a doctor thought was possible. And when it came time, I was the one who prepared him for death. I will not share my place in his life with you. We're not the two widows of Colin Redding. You've got to let him go, Marion. He's mine. Dead or alive, he's mine. One marshmallow or two? Oh. Take 3, they're small. And let me tell you how I really feel.
Do you think I sold the apartment just to throw you out?
I don't care about the apartment.
Because I really didn't believe me.
I know.
I knew the expenses here were too much for you. I knew you couldn't afford to buy it on my half. I figured if we sold it, at least you'd have a nice chunk of money to start with.
You could have given me some more time.
Maybe, but I figured the sooner you were out of here, the sooner you could go on with your life.
The sooner you go on with yours?
Maybe. Anyway, I'm not going to tell you I have no idea what you're talking about. I'd have to be worse than deaf and blind not to have seen the way you've been treated or mistreated. When I read Colin's obituary in the newspaper, I saw my name and Jimmy's name and no mention of you. You know his secretary was the one who wrote that out, not me. But I should have said something, and I didn't. I know.
Wouldn't have changed anything. I wrote my own obituary for him and sent it to the smaller papers. They edited me out.
I'm sorry. I remember at the funeral, I was surrounded by all of Colin's family and business associates, and you were left with your friends. And I knew it was wrong. I knew I should have said something, but it felt good to have them around me. And you looked like you were holding up. Wrong. But to say that it's my fault for not letting go, there were other people involved.
Who took their cue from you?
Arthur, you don't understand. Most people that we knew as a couple had no idea Colin was gay right up to his death. And even those who did know only found out when he got sick and the word leaked out that it was AIDS. I shouldn't have to tell you how stupid and ill-informed most people are when it comes to homosexuality. And AIDS, the kind of insane behavior that word inspires. When he got sick, he called me and told me he was in the hospital and asked if I could come see him. I ran. When I got to his door, there was a sign that said, instructions for a visitor of an AIDS patient. I nearly died.
He hasn't told you?
No, and believe me, a sign is not the way to find these things out. I was so angry, and he was so sick, and I was sure he'd die right then, if not from the illness, but from the hospital staff's neglect. No one wanted to go near him, and I didn't bother fighting with them. I understood they were scared. I was scared. The whole month in the hospital, I didn't let Jimmy visit him once. You learn. Well, as you know, he didn't die, and he asked if he could come stay with me until he was well. And I said yes. Of course I said yes. Now here's something I never thought I'd admit to anyone. Had he asked to come stay with me for a few weeks, I would have said no. But he asked to come stay with me until he was well, and knowing there was no cure, I said yes, because to me that meant forever, that he'd be coming back to me forever. Not that I wanted him to die, but I figured after everything I'd read, we'd be back together for whatever time he had left. Can you understand that?
I'm going back to 5:05. If it's a 7-hour flight or a 45-minute drive, in my imagination you're waiting, lying on your side, with your hands between your thighs. Stop and wait a sec. When you look at me like that, my darling, what did you expect? I'd probably still adore you with your hands around my neck, or I did last time I checked. Not shy of a spark, Sunday kind of love, a love to last past Saturday night, and I'd like to know it's more than love at first sight. And I want a Sunday kind of love. Oh yeah, yeah. I want a love that's on the square. Can't seem to find somebody, someone to
No, I believe you, Dean. I'm just saying.
It was bad, Shell, bad.
I'm trying to tell you I had a pretty bad time myself.
Okay, go.
Todd told me he didn't like the way I smelled. Never has.
Todd Delivery told you that. He didn't like the way you...
Yeah.
Wait, you don't even use any kind of scent, do you?
No.
Todd has issues.
Yeah. So I'm guessing that makes me the big winner, huh?
I never said you were the big winner.
You can beat being told that you smell bad.
Mine's face broke.
What happened?
So we did that thing where you pay for a lesson and then you dance all night. So, anyways, we did this position and we switched, and so I threw him over my shoulder and over and over and over, and he landed on his face.
Oh, Dean, that might make you the big winner, huh? The baddest date girl of all time.
Sounds good.
Dean, I just don't know why I bother going out. I mean, why would I want to spend my Friday hanging out with some guy I might maybe like when I could be hanging out with someone I know I like you, you know?
Yeah.
Well, and then I realized that there is something at this stage of the game. There is one thing in this world that makes me feel really good, and that does make sense. And it's you. It's always been you.
Okay, well, I gotta get going, Shell. The cats get lonely, and, well, I gotta be up at the Crack to open the salon. I'm doing Sandrine St. Pierre's wedding tomorrow, and I gotta do the bride's hair, and the bridesmaid's hair, and the mom's hair, and I don't think I'll be up for anything afterwards.
Well, I'll be ready to pick you up whenever you want me to come get you. Hey, Dean!
Oh my gosh, are you okay? What just happened?
Yeah, I just fell.
I know, I saw her.
No, I think I fell in love with you there, Dean.
Shelly, you're my best friend in the whole world. And I don't know what we're doing, and I don't know what you're going on about, but you're my best friend. And once it's out there, you can't take it back, something like that. It's just hanging there. And oh my gosh, what do you mean? We're friends!
Yeah.
Best friends, and there's a line where you're friends that you can't cross, and you crossed it.
I don't wanna Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or Saturday, oh, nothing but Sunday, oh yeah. I want a Sunday. I want a Sunday kind of love. Sunday kind of love.
To you the other day.
Which day?
I came out again and you'd gone. I had to eat all the biscuits myself.
I went away.
I gathered that.
Thought you might ring the police.
Why on earth would I do that?
Oh, because I was poking my nose into other people's business. And my father said I should investigate into who killed Wellington. And the police gave me a caution, so if I get into trouble again, it's gonna be worse because of the caution.
You're very shy, aren't you, Christopher?
I'm not supposed to be talking to you.
I'm not going to tell the police, and I'm not going to tell your father, because there's nothing wrong with having a chat. Having a chat's just being friendly, isn't it?
I don't do chatting.
Well, one thing I know about you is your favorite color is not yellow.
No, and it's not brown either. My favorites are red and metal color.
Do
you know Mr. Shears?
Not really, no. I mean, I knew him enough to say hello, but yeah, I didn't know much about him. I think he worked in the National Westminster Bank in town.
My father said that he's an evil man. Do you know why he said that?
Perhaps it would be best not to talk about these sort of things.
Why?
Because maybe your father's right, and you shouldn't go around asking questions about this.
Why?
Because clearly he's going to find it quite upsetting.
Why is he going to find it quite upsetting?
I think you know why your father doesn't like Mr. Shears very much.
Did Mr. Shears kill my mother? Kill her? Yes, did he kill my mother?
No, of course he didn't kill your mother.
But did he give her stress so that she died of a heart attack?
I honestly don't know what you're talking about, Christopher.
Or did he hurt her so that she had to go into the hospital?
Did she have to go into the hospital?
Yes, and it wasn't very serious at first, but she had a heart attack while she was in the hospital.
Oh my goodness.
And she died.
Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. I never realized.
Why did you say, I think you know why your father doesn't like Mr. Shears very much?
Oh, dear, so you don't know.
Don't know what?
Look, Christopher, perhaps we should take a walk in the park. It's not the place to be talking about these sort of things. Now, I'm going to say something to you, and you must promise not to tell anyone I told you this.
Why?
I shouldn't have said what I said, and if I don't explain, you'll carry on wondering, and you might ask your father, and I don't want you to do that because I don't want you to upset him. But you must promise not to tell anyone I told you this.
Why?
Please, Christopher, just trust me.
I promise.
Your mother, before she died, was very good friends with Mr. Shears.
I know.
I'm not sure that you do. I mean that they were very good friends. Very, very good friends.
They were having sex.
Yes, that's what I mean. I'm sorry, Christopher. I really didn't mean to say anything that was going to upset you.
Is that why Mr. Shears left Mrs. Shears? Because he was having sex with someone else while he was married?
Yes. Yes, I expect so.
I think I should go now.
Are you okay, Christopher?
I can't be on my own with you because you're a stranger.
I'm not a stranger, Christopher. I'm a friend.
I wish I were a mermaid.
Mermaids aren't real!
Well, now they are with my magic pearls. Wow! Do you want to play mermaids? Mm-hmm.
With our new magic pearls, you can become a mermaid. All you have to do is put on the pearls and listen to a quick song. Then your tail will grow, and there you go. Side effects may include permanently staying a mermaid, random tattoos, inability to speak, and Ethan 19. Get yours now for $59.99. Customize your song for $15.99. Must be 18 or older to order. Limited to ages 5 and up.
Do you want to play mermaid? Do you want to play mermaids with me? Put them on and you'll see. I want to play mermaids with you. They'll sing a song or two. My magic pearls.
Agnes, I want you to tell me how you feel about babies.
I don't like them. They frighten me. They're always growing. I'm afraid they'll grow too fast and will go right out of my arms. They have a soft spot on their heads, and if you drop them so they land on their heads, they become stupid. That's where I was dropped. You see, I don't understand things.
What things?
Numbers. I don't understand where they're all headed. You could spend your whole life counting and never reach the end.
I don't understand them either. Do you think I was dropped on my head?
Oh, I hope not. It's a terrible thing. One of the great tragedies of life to be dropped on your head. There are other things, not just numbers.
What things?
Everything sometimes. I wake up and I just can't seem to get a hold of the world. It won't stand still.
So, what do you do?
I talk to God. He doesn't frighten me.
Is that why you're a nun?
I suppose so. I couldn't live without him.
But don't you think God works through other religions and other ways of life?
I don't know.
Couldn't I talk to him?
You could try, but I don't know if he'd listen to you.
Why not?
Because you don't listen to him.
Agnes, have you ever thought of leaving the convent?
No, never. Makes me happy. Just being here helps me sleep at night.
You have trouble sleeping?
I get headaches. Mom did too. She'd lie in the dark with a wet washcloth over her face and tell me to go away. Oh, no, but she wasn't stupid. She was very smart. She knew everything. She even knew things nobody else knew.
What things?
The future. She knew what was going to happen to me, and that's why she hid me away. I didn't mind it. I didn't like school very much, and I liked being with Mom. She'd tell me all kinds of things. She told me I would enter the convent, and I did. She even knew about this.
This?
This.
This?
This.
Me?
This.
How did she know about this?
Somebody told her.
Who?
I don't know.
Agnes.
You'll laugh.
I promise I won't laugh. Who told her?
An angel, when she was having one of her headaches before I was born.
Did your mother see angels often?
No. Only when she had her headaches, and not even then sometimes.
Do you see angels?
No.
Did you love your mother?
Yes. Yes.
Did you ever want to become a mother yourself?
I could never be a mother.
Why not?
I don't think I'm old enough. Besides, I don't even want a baby.
Why not?
Because I don't want one.
But if you did want one, how would you get one?
I'd adopt it.
Where would the adopted baby come from?
From an agency.
Before the agency.
From someone who didn't want a baby.
Like you?
No, not like me.
But if that person didn't want a baby, how would they go about getting one?
A mistake?
How did your mother get you?
A mistake. It was a mistake.
Is that what she said?
You're trying to get me to say that she was a bad woman, that she didn't want me, and that she hated me. But that is not true. Because she did love me, and she was a good woman, a saint, and she did want me. You don't want to hear the nice parts about her. All you're interested in is sickness.
Agnes, I can't believe that you have no idea of sex.
I can't help it if I'm stupid.
That you have no idea who the father of your child was. That you have no remembrance of your impregnation.
It's not my fault.
And that you don't believe that you carried a child.
It was a mistake.
What? The child?
Everything. Nuns don't have children.
Agnes.
Don't touch me like that. Don't touch me like that. I know what you want from me. You want to take God away. You should be ashamed. They should lock you up, people like you.
sun. If I could find a way to see this straight, I'd run away to some fortune that I should have found by now. And so I run out to the things they say could restore me, restore life the way it should be. I'm waiting for this cough syrup to come down. Life's too short to even care at all. I'm losing my mind, losing my mind, losing control. If I could find a way to see this straight, I'd run away to some fortune that I should have found by now. And so I run out to the things they say could restore me, restore life the way it should be. I'm waiting for this cough syrup to come down. One more spoon of cough syrup now. Whoa. One more spoon of cough syrup now. Whoa. Whoa.
Do I look alright?
Yes, you do.
I feel so frumpy.
No, you look beautiful.
My hair isn't right, is it? I saw you looking at it in the car.
No, I wasn't.
Then what were you looking at?
The road, I suppose.
You know, you can always tell when you don't like what I'm wearing.
I love that dress, I always have.
This is the first time I've worn it.
I always admired your taste, is what I meant to say.
It is so hard to please you sometimes.
What did I say?
It's what you don't say that really drives me crazy.
How'd I drive you crazy if I don't say it?
I don't know, it's the looks you give me.
I wasn't giving you any looks.
Then you look at me all the time.
Because you was asking me to look at you.
Well, it'd be nice if I didn't have to ask you, wouldn't it?
It would be nice if you didn't need me to look, which would make it unnecessary to ask.
God, I can't get any support from you. You have all the time in the world for everything and everyone else, but I have to draw blood to get your attention when we walk into a room.
We walk into a room and it's already done. Cassie, please don't start. We're 45 minutes late as it is. I don't want to ruin this night for Charles tomorrow.
We're 45 minutes late because you scouted every dress I tried on.
It wasn't a scowl, it was a smile. You always think my smile looks like a scowl.
Don't sneer at me.
It wasn't a smear, it was a peeve.
God, this conversation is so banal. I can't believe half the things that we're saying right now. I want to go home.
Go home? We just got here. We haven't seen anybody yet.
You really think I don't know what's going on? I don't know how I'm gonna get through this night. All of your friends know what's been going on. Jesus, and you expect me to just behave like nothing is happening?
Nothing is happening. What are you talking about?
Don't you lie to me. I've known about you and Carol Newman for a year now.
Would you keep it down? You're blowing everything out of proportion. I met her at a Democratic fundraising committee with her and her husband at 2 cocktail parties, for God's sakes.
2 cocktail parties?
Yes, 2 cocktail parties.
Do you think I'm stupid? Do you think I'm blind?
No.
You really think I not know what's going on?
Yes, because you don't.
I've known about you and Carol Newman for a year now.
Amazing, since I only met her 4 months ago. Now, would you keep it down? Butler must be listening to everything.
You really think I care about a butler or a bleeding cook? All of my friends know about you and your bimbo.
What has gotten into you, Cassie? Do my political ambitions bother you somehow? Are you somehow threatened because I'm running for Senate?
State Senate! State Senate! Do not make it sound like we're going to Washington. We're in Albany, 20 degrees below freezing in the middle of winter, Albany. And you're not Times Man of the Year yet. You understand, honey?
Oh boy, oh boy.
What was that?
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Oh, like I'm behaving badly, right? Like I'm the shrewd witch wife who's giving you a hard time? Well, I'm gonna tell you something, Mr. State Senator. I'm not the only one who knows what's been going on. People are talking, kiddo. Trust me.
That's why I cheated on you.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? I didn't even love you anyway.
Ever been freezing on top of Mount Everest like this girl?
Whoa, it is so cold. I really need to layer up.
You look so cute right now. I'm gonna post it on Insta.
How the heck are you guys wearing crop tops on the top of Mount Everest?
Crop tops? No, babes. These are hot tops.
Hot tops? What are those?
Crop tops that keep you warm in the winter.
Yep, you can show off that bod even when it's in the negatives. The invisible layer underneath has built-in heaters to keep you warm all day long.
Duh!
Wow, I need one of those right now.
Yes, it might be below zero, but you should still show that belly button hole. Cropped and cold, I think not. With the invisible layer, you will be hot.
You know what you need to crop out the cold.
You can find our product at these retail stores: Hot Topics, Amazon, Dick's Sporting Goods, and many more.
You're showing off. You like to see yourself 10 feet tall in their eyes. Where were you before?
Mount St. Margaret's.
All girls?
Yes.
I feel I must remind you, boys are made out of gravel, soot, and tar paper. Boys are a different breed.
Well, I feel as if I know how to handle them.
Well, perhaps you are wrong, and perhaps you are not working hard enough.
Oh.
No tears.
I just thought you were satisfied with me.
Satisfaction is a vice. Do you have a handkerchief?
Yes.
Use it.
I just want my students to feel so they can talk to me.
They're children. They can talk to each other. Sister, you are the gatekeeper. If you are vigilant, they will not need to be.
I'm just not sure what you want me to do.
And if things occur in your classroom which require understanding, but you do not understand, you come to me.
Yes, sister.
That is why I am here. That is why I'm the principal of this school. So you have art in class?
Yes, she comes in this spell, yes.
And you take the children down to the basement for Dance with Miss Shields?
Oh, on Thursdays.
Another waste of time.
Oh, but everyone loves the Christmas
I
pageant.
don't. Frankly, it offends me. Last year, the little girl playing Our Lady was wearing lipstick. I was waiting in the wings for that little jade. What else?
Physical education and religion.
And for those, we have Father Flynn. You stay for those?
Yes, unless I have papers to fill out.
What do you think of Father Flynn?
Well, he's a brilliant man. I mean, what a speaker.
Yes, his sermon this past Sunday was poetic.
Well, he is actually very good at teaching basketball. He has this way, he's a very natural way with dribbling and shooting.
What do you think his sermon was about?
What?
This past Sunday, what was his sermon about?
Well, doubt. I suppose he was talking about doubt.
Why?
Excuse me, sister.
Well, a sermon comes from somewhere, doesn't it? Is Father Flynn in doubt? Is he afraid someone else is in doubt?
Well, I suppose you have to ask him.
No, that would not be appropriate. If he were troubled, he should take that up with a fellow priest or the Monsignor. We do not share intimate information with priests.
I'm a little concerned.
About what?
About the time. Our class will be over in a few minutes.
I want
should
you
go
to
up.
be alert.
I don't believe I'm following.
I am sorry I am not more forthright, but I am afraid that I will create something of saying it.
Academically?
I was not inviting a guessing game. Please, pay attention to your class.
Of course I'll pay attention, and I'll try to be more alert, and I'll try not to perform. Just, I'm sorry you're disappointed in me. Just please know that I will try my best, honestly.
Look at you. You'd take anything for a warm look. I'm telling you here and now, I want to see the starch in your character cultivated. Go.
It's a
was with our group, we were drinking, and they start clearing a path for this lady, like the Red Sea or whatever, and I'm like, what's with this nut job?
You don't even know this woman.
I never met her before. I was with Rima. Oh, come on, you remember Rima.
Not really.
Well, she's a friend of mine, so I was with Rima, and this girl comes up to us, and she's yelling and like sweaty and really pissed.
Why?
I don't even know at this point. I think it has to do with her boyfriend who's at the other end of the bar.
Well, were you flirting or?
No, I didn't even know who she was talking about. Anyway, she's yelling and her breath is almost
boozy.
Yeah, boozy, but worse, it's like there's something rancid stuck to the roof of her mouth. Like rotting peanut butter.
Oh, good Lord, Izzy.
So she's blowing her stank breath in my face and cussing. Oh my God, I cannot believe the words that came out of this lady's mouth.
You don't even know who she's talking about.
Well, she's talking about her boyfriend.
No, but I thought you said you didn't.
Augie.
The people, you didn't know who they.
I didn't know at the time. I didn't even know he was there, and then I kind of figured out later that she must be Augie's girlfriend.
So you know him.
Oh, I know him. But wait, let me finish. So she's yelling, and she's like, oh my God,
Izzy!
F you, you B? Yeah? Stuff like that, screaming like a maniac. And while the place is crowded, and I'm starting to feel self-conscious.
Sure.
And she's like a big woman, like real hefty, like, exactly. And while the place is crowded and I can't get around her, and I'm starting to feel violated,
Of course.
Well, my personal space and my dignity or what have you, so, well, I made a fist, hauled off, and boom.
And what does that mean?
Well, it means I hit her.
No, you didn't.
Crazy, right?
You hit her?
Oh, boom, she went down.
Oh my God, Izzy, you hit that woman?
What would you have done?
I certainly wouldn't have hit her, Jesus.
Oh, you know what they don't tell you? Like, it really hurts to punch someone in the face. Like
well, yes.
On TV, it's all like, oh, well, that ought to show them. But for me, it was like, damn, killed. Like, look at my knuckles. Oh, what, you don't approve?
No, I didn't say that.
Come on, this lady was at me.
I know, and I didn't say anything.
Yeah, but you want to.
I just worry about you.
Oh, come on, don't worry about me. She was the one on the floor.
That's not what I meant, Izzy. You were in a bar fight.
So?
A bar fight, Izzy.
Yeah, she was in my face.
I know, but it's just so...
What?
Jerry Springer.
What the hell is that supposed to mean? I'm seeing it now. Oh, you think I'm trashy?
You were in a bar fight.
Oh, come on, she provoked me.
She could have pressed charges?
Probably not. Augie would kill her. Besides, she moved out, so...
Were you sleeping with him? This Augie guy, whatever his name is, you're sleeping with him, right?
Where are you going with this?
Well, Jesus, you tell the story like you're an innocent bystander. I don't know who this woman is.
Yeah, I did it.
But you're sleeping with her boyfriend.
Come on, that's so beside.
Is it?
Oh, come on, they were broken up. She moved out.
Then why would she accost you in front of a crowded
because
bar?
she's a lunatic and Augie told her I was pregnant.
No, why would he do that? Oh my God, Izzy.
All right, everyone, 3-hour detention. I'm going to take attendance. Joseph, Maslick, Walsh.
I didn't even do anything to be put in here. We still have 3 hours left in this room.
Without our phones.
Ugh, and with them.
Care for some travel sauce? Sorry, I'm not a fan of applesauce. Never fear, they're not flavors, they're places. Try one and you'll be transported to the place of your dreams. I've always wanted to travel the world. London, Disney,
Egypt.
Oh my God, I'm in London! Double-decker bus, wait for me!
Plane tickets? Forget it. Explore all new places that you couldn't travel to before. What are you waiting for?
Disney!
Grab a spoon, peel back the lid, and go make some memories. Travel Sauce comes in 6 variations of locations. And now our newest addition, the moon. Travel Sauce comes in all new travel pouches.
It's not flavors, it's places!
I imagine you'll want to be putting these up yourself. Did he do this?
No.
Can't trust these sacks. I've seen bad boys punching holes in them at the store.
Can't trust anybody.
Well, you don't want to trust him, that's for sure. He tell you nobody's going to want to be with you because you done time?
Yeah.
Tell you your kid's going to be ashamed of you and nobody's going to believe you if you tell him you changed?
Yeah.
Then he was right. But when you make your 2 nickels, you can keep both of them.
Live like that, be like being dead.
You can always call out sick, stay home, order out a pizza and watch your Johnny Carson on TV, or get on a bus way out Preston Street and go bowling.
What am I gonna do? I can't get no work that will pay cook because I can't do none. I'll never take Joey to no fair. I won't be invited home for pot roast, and I gotta wear this goddamn dress for the rest of my life. What kind of life is that?
It's outside.
Outside? Honey, I either be inside this apartment or inside some kitchen sweating over the sink. Outside's where you get to do what you want. Not where you gotta do some crap job, eat worse than you did in prison. That's not why I quit being so hateful. So I come back and rot in some slum.
Well, you can wash the dishes to pay the rent off your slum, or you can spread your legs for any piece of crap that's got $10.
Well, I'm sorry, it's just, I thought...
It was gonna be different? Well, it ain't. And the sooner you believe it, the better off you'll be.
The chaplain that I had said Arlie was my hateful self. And she was hurting me, and God would find some way to take her away. And it was God's will that I could be the meek, them that's quiet and gets whatever they want. I forget that word. They get the earth.
Inherit?
Yeah, and that's why I done it.
Done what?
The chaplain was transferred.
Arlene, what did you do? What are you talking about?
That night it happened. They didn't hear nothing, but they come back out where I was, and I'm standing there telling them to come see. Real quiet, I'm telling them. But there's all this blood all over my shirt, and I'm holding this fork real tight in my hand. This fork, they say, Dora stole from the kitchen and give it to me so I can kill myself and shut up bothering her. And there's all these holes all over me where I've been stabbing myself and shouting, Arlie is dead for what she's done to me. Arlie is dead and it's God's will. Arlie is dead. Arlie is dead. They couldn't get that fork out of my hand until I woke up in the infirmary and they said I almost died.
I'm sorry, Arlene.
I didn't mean to do it. What I done?
Oh, honey.
I did. I mean, Arlie was a pretty mean kid, but I did. I didn't know what I... Arlie...
You can still love people that's gone.
Annette, I was worried. Are you feeling better?
I think so.
If you're not sure, stay away from the coffee table.
I left the towel in the bathtub. I wasn't sure where to put it.
Perfect.
Everything's great. Everything's in order.
Annette, forgive me. I've hardly paid any attention to you. I've been so obsessed with my kukushka.
Don't worry.
The way I reacted, very bad of me.
Not at all. Something occurred to me in the bathroom. Yes? Perhaps we skated too hastily over,
Say it, Annette, say it.
An insult is also a kind of assault.
Of course it is.
Well, that depends, Michael.
Yes, it depends.
Benjamin's never shown any signs of violence. He wouldn't have done that without a reason.
You got called a snitch. I mean, I'm sorry. Yes. I don't want any victims. I don't want you being quoted alongside victims. A blanket denial. And if you have to, attack the press. I'll fax you the papers in the morning, Mark. Listen, if anybody calls me a snitch, I'm liable to get annoyed.
Unless it's true.
What'd you say?
But suppose it's justified.
My son is a snitch?
Of course not, I was joking.
Yours is as well, if that's how it's going to be.
What do you mean ours as well?
Well, he did identify Benjamin.
Because we insisted.
Michael, this is completely beside the point.
What's the difference? Whether you insisted or not, he gave you the name.
Annette, come on.
Annette what? You think my son is a snitch?
I don't think anything.
Well, if you don't think anything, don't say anything. Stop making these insinuations.
Let's stay calm, Annette. Michael and I are making an effort to be reasonable and moderate.
Not that moderate.
Oh, really? What do you mean?
Moderate on the surface.
I really have to go, Wolf Wolf.
All right, go on. Be a coward.
Annette, right now I'm risking my most important client so this responsible parent routine can go on.
My son has lost 2 teeth, 2 incisors.
Yes, I think we all got that.
One of them for good.
Well, then he'll have new ones. We'll get him new ones, better ones. It's not as if he's burst an eardrum.
We're making a mistake not to take into account the origin of the problem.
There is no origin. There is just an 11-year-old child hitting someone with a stick.
Oh, armed with a stick.
We withdrew that word.
You withdrew it because we objected to it.
No, we withdrew it without any protest.
A word deliberately designed to rule out error or clumsiness, to rule out childhood.
I am not sure I am able to take much more of this tone of voice.
You and I have had trouble seeing eye to eye from the very start.
There is nothing more infuriating than to be attacked for something that you yourself consider a mistake. The word armed was inappropriate, so we changed it. Although, if you stick to the strict definition of the word, its use is far from inaccurate.
Benjamin was insulted and he reacted. If I'm attacked, I'm going to defend myself, especially if I find myself alone, confronted by a gang.
Puking seems to have really perked you up.
Do you have any idea how crude that sounds?
All mean well, all 4 of us. Why let these minor irritants, these pointless aggravations push us all over the edge?
Michael, that's enough. If all we are is moderate on the surface, let's forget it.
No. I refuse to allow myself to go down that slope.
What slope?
That shitty slope that these 2 little bastards have perched us up on. I've said it!
I'm not sure Ronnie has quite the same outlook as you.
Veronica!
Sorry.
So now Henry's a little bastard as he thought is the last straw.
Right, well, I really have to go.
Me too.
Go on, go. I give up.